we're going to practice the A major arpeggio faster now. Arpeggios are very handy, right? You can make little songs out of them, no problem. That's all the A major arpeggio. I would really love for you to explore and find some patterns that you like. Good improvisation, and if you're interested in writing your own music, it really, it's all about having a great understanding of the different patterns and combinations that you want to disassemble and reassemble and make your own. So, first of all, we have to get good at them though. So, as always, we're going to turn on the metronome. And we're going to just start, we're going to warm up with, unless you've already warmed up with one, you should warm up anyway with something slow. But I'm going to warm up with just one beat per note. I'm going to do the A major arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Okay, better. I'm going to do that again. I need to warm up. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to loop it. I'm going to try to do it 4 times. 2, 3. 2. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always good to feel like you're finishing some music. Not, or always finish. All right, now we're gonna try in quavers. I'll show you first. Well, I'll just do it in quavers, so that kind of thing. 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're gonna loop it. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm using a small amount of bow. Wrist is straight. Bow is not wandering, I hope. I'm not using a lot of bow, and I'm in the middle. When we go fast, you don't want to be down here. You want to be more in the middle or even the upper half. Okay, I'm sticking around the middle today. It's a middle day. Let's do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do that on the D major arpeggio. We'll do it first in crotchets. 2, 3, 4. One more. 2, 3, 4. Now in quavers, eighth notes. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. And now the first octave of G major in crotchets. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now in quavers, looping 4 times. 2, 3. 2. now we're gonna try, let's see. Okay, we're gonna try triplets. Now, it's gonna feel more even if we repeat the tonic. No, that's wrong. I'm thinking of the scale. We're gonna not repeat the tonic. I lied. In triplets, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. I need to leave my finger down. 3 and a 4 and a. Let's loop it 4 times. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Another 4 times. 3, 4. D major in triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Again. And. I hope that was the right number. A major. 3, 4 and a. 2, 3, 4. Again. I think that was 5, sorry. Semiquavers. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a. 2, 3, 4. I think this is the one where we repeat the tonic. Let's try. Repeat the tonic. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a. Ah, that's the one we want to loop. Okay, we're going to loop this one, repeating the tonic, the A at the top. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. D major, 4 times, repeating the tonic in semiquavers. 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a. 2, 3. Ah, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how much concentration is needed. Thinking about you too much. 1, 2, ready, D major. I just want to take this opportunity to tell you about my own mistakes. Now, in music, we have the singing brain and the practice brain. The practice brain is the part where we talk in our heads about what we're doing. Put your elbow up higher. Where's your contact point? Are my fingers going down? And what note is that? Oh my goodness. It's a lot. That is the practice brain, and unfortunately we need it. The practice brain, this inner narrative, is, it's my belief. I used to have terrible performance anxiety, and it still comes back sometimes. It's my belief that if you spend too much time in the practice brain, that is what sets you off when you're under pressure, because you're so used to having that inner monologue that it just does really unhelpful things. The other mode of experiencing the violin is what I call the singing brain. And the singing brain, they agree. The singing brain is when you are just experiencing the sound and the feeling, including the feeling of pulse, but also the feeling, the tactile feeling of the instrument in your hands. That is the singing brain. So you're thinking Thinking is kind of the wrong word for it because there aren't words happening in here. It's like when you're humming. It's one of the reasons why counting out loud is really good, because you can't cheat. You can't cheat in your mind. But the singing brain is the one that you want to be in. Right? So for me, counting out loud for you, that's very difficult. It's one of the things that's very difficult about playing an instrument is you have to alternate between practice brain stuff, which is counting and in numbers, in words, counting and analyzing what you're doing, and the singing brain. And the singing brain is really where you want to be at the end of the day. We don't always have the luxury as we learn new repertoire, but the singing brain, if you sing a song like Row, Row Your Boat, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, I don't have any room in my brain to think other words. It doesn't even matter that I was singing words. There was no room left in my mind to be doing anything else other than the song. And that is where you want to end up playing. That's where you really, really want to be. So when you start out, it's kind of easy to be there. And what I'm doing in these videos is I'm pushing you to be more in the practice brain. But we also have to practice playing. And the singing brain or the playing brain is when there's no words, it's just listening and experiencing. And what you're doing is you're trying to imagine the sound. You're singing the sound in your head before you make it. So a lot of experimenting is very simply you trying to get an idea of the kind of sounds that are possible. So as you get more experienced, you'll have more sounds in your head that you want to imagine coming out into the world. So a lot of practicing is actually searching for the sounds that you're looking for. And that's what a lot of trying to play in tune is all about. It's about searching for the right sound. And there aren't words for that. I mean, higher, lower, louder, softer. I mean, they're very basic words. They'll never come close to a sound that you can imagine. That's why it's important to listen to recordings of the best musicians possible and to go to concerts. Because you need to hear what's possible, because you need to be able to imagine the sound that you're after. And if you don't have an opinion about the sound, then listen to everything and get an opinion. Okay, let's do the semiquavers in G. Put my metronome back on. So, try to sing in your head if you can. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. All right. Don't worry if these are all very difficult for you now. Keep at it, keep listening, and cycle through these videos. Go back, make sure that you're relaxed, make sure that the head is nice and straight and that nothing's clamping. It's really, really important. And again, don't worry if your skin hurts a little bit, but if your arms are getting sore, that's when it's time to make sure that you're not arching your back is another bad one. Sometimes I make my students play against a wall where they flatten their lower back against the wall and they kick their feet out. That's something that's very helpful to try. You have to hold the bow up higher or find a corner, but that is something you can do as well. And remember, the chin needs to go down just a little bit. If you're not sure how to make your chin go down, you make a double chin. So make this face, and you'll be bringing your chin in the right way. So you make your jowls. These are jowls. All right, so bring your chin in a little bit, and that will lengthen your neck along the back of your head. Good luck!